confused, 'cause inside I realize that I'm the one confused. I don't know what's worth fighting for, or why I have to scream. I don't know why I instigate and say what I don't mean.
Hey, what is going on, guys? FatZeus here, and today I'm bringing you guys another gameplay commentary. So the gameplay you guys are watching in the background is actually probably one of the best gameplays I've ever brought to you guys over on my channel, and probably one of the best gameplays I've ever gotten, period. It is a unsupported triple MOAB on the map Resistance, playing some ground war domination. The reason I say unsupported and solo was, unfortunately, I did pick up 4 other people. They were subscribers of mine or friends that had sent me a message, and I felt bad for not picking them up, and a few of them were actually session joining me, so I decided to just back out, and I picked them up, and we got into this lobby, which, by the way, this was one of the best lobbies I've ever been in. I'm not going to claim that these kids were good at all, because they weren't. This probably would have been a Hexa lobby if I was running support, but the people I was running with, they were not running support at all. I personally, and I think if you're, a smart person, you would still say this is a solo MOAB, a solo triple MOAB rather, which is, that's probably one of the hardest things to get in MW3. Obviously, a decent amount of people have it, but, it's right up there with, like, the same amount of people that have, like, Penta MOAB, so it's still one of the best gameplays I've ever gotten. And like I said, the people in this game are not running support. I was playing with WW Judas, who actually drops a MOAB this game. Usually he's a support runner, but he was actually running specialist this game, so he ends up dropping a MOAB. Dad Gold Gun, who, he's 11 years old, and I didn't believe him at first when he told me after this game that he had died a few off the triple MOAB as well, playing with me in the same game that I got a triple MOAB in. I didn't believe him, but I went back in theater mode and I watched it back. He actually did die one off a solo triple MOAB along with me, which is absolutely insane. Like I said, he's 11 years old. I had picked him up because he was actually session joining me and trying to get on my team or whatever, and I decided to just back out and pick him up. But now looking back on it, I really wish I hadn't invited these people just so I could say it was completely solo. But continuing on, the German XBL was in here. I'm not even sure what the hell he was doing. He was running like Osprey Gunners. You could see, I think, during the second streak, he calls one of those in. And last but not least, Anuj Waken. I don't think he gets any MOABs. He does decent in this game, and he's got a YouTube channel, so I'll leave that down in the description. But yeah, I think I just wanted to give these guys a quick, I guess, quote-unquote shout-out. So I appreciate them kind of helping, even though they weren't running support or anything like that. Still, just an amazing gameplay, and if we can get this to 100 likes for being one of my best gameplays, that would mean a lot to me. And I'm pretty sure we can hit it for a solo/unsupported triple MOAB, which, like I said before, is something pretty cool to get. So what I wanted to talk to you guys about today, actually, is kind of a new, I guess, segment, I guess you could say, but I wanted to start talking about different, like, news stories and giving my opinions on them, like, just cases that I have, like, an actual opinion on, because I recently did a commentary over on the TapX channel about a bullying story that was going on in Philadelphia, and that seemed to go over pretty well over there on that channel, so I thought I'd do it over on my channel, because I'm a pretty opinionated person, and, even if it's a controversial opinion, I'd still give it. So what I want to talk to you guys about today actually is a woman. I'm not sure from where. I probably should have looked this up, but this woman, her name is Andrea Yates, and over 6 years she gave birth to 6 different babies in her house. She got pregnant 6 times with her husband, who I'm gonna get into that in a little bit, but she had 6 babies and she drowned them when she gave birth to. After she gave birth to them, I guess she raised them for a little bit, and she drowned them in her bathtub, and she hid them in shoeboxes, which her husband was divorcing her, and he was going through the house clearing up his stuff, and he found in a shoebox a dead baby, or a dead fetus, which is just, this story actually got me, like, sick to my stomach, reading through this story, and, like, hearing about this on the news. Because the fact that this woman was able to go through 39 years of her life without anyone questioning why she was having children, where the children were, the fact that her husband got her pregnant 6 times and didn't realize where these babies were going, because like I said, she was going through the full 9-month term with these babies after having sex with him, and he didn't seem to question where the babies went. He didn't notice that she was pregnant. I mean, I personally, if I was running a case like this, I would look into what the hell the husband was doing, because over these 6 years, having 6 different babies with someone and not questioning where the baby was, that gets me sick to my stomach as well. And then he's gonna act surprised when he sees these dead babies in a shoebox. So this woman did have a history of mental illness. I believe she was actually hospitalized a few years ago in Texas. So the fact that a woman like this is allowed to have children is really terrifying. And I know there's people with different mental disabilities that can still function in society, but this woman seemed to have like a history of like violence and other mental problems. So I don't see why she's allowed to have kids. I mean, I'm not sure how you would stop her from doing so, but someone like this should have been monitored more closely. And the fact that she was able to take 6 human lives like that is just absolutely sickening. And, you know, she's going to get off on this, well, not get off on this, but she's not going to be found guilty because of mental illness. I can almost guarantee it now. Because like I said before, she's got a history of, you know, psych evaluations and stuff, but she had to have known what she was doing if she was killing these babies and then hiding them. I think she fully knew what was going on. This is a similar thing to the guy Jamie Holmes, who was, I'm not really sure if that's his name, but the one from the movie theater shooting back when The Dark Knight Rises came out. You know, a sick human being, but he knew what he was doing. He planned it all out. He killed all these people, and he gets away with it because of quote-unquote mental illness. So that's all I wanted to say about that. I hope you guys enjoy the commentary, and I hope you guys especially like the gameplay. Remember to leave a like for one of my best gameplays ever, solo triple MOAB, and yeah, remember to subscribe if you're not already. Peace.